a bit different than the Piper or the Cessnas, right? Configuration is similar. You have a Lycoming 0360, right? The main difference is the intake for the air in this two, and obviously the extra horsepower that you can get because it's a bigger engine, right? That one's 320, this one's 0360. This one has same configuration, alternator still here, flywheel still here, belt is still there. Now you have a variable pitch propeller on the hub, right? You have a hub in here. Same thing for the starter in here. You can see exhaust, right? And you can see intake on the black. Look at the difference of color between the intake manifold and the exhaust manifold. Shiny new paint, like raw steel, because the heat pretty much makes it this color, right? Spark plugs, fuel lines, primer lines. These are the primer lines. This one and this one, right? Primer lines. And then you have spark plugs here. Right, same thing. You have your push rods here, and inside here you're going to have the rocker arms. Okay. Now the air comes in from the intake in this side, from the left side, goes through the fins for air cooling, and after that it goes back here. What's back here?
The toe flaps?
No, this is your air intake. This is a filter.
Okay.
Filter for the air intake. Takes air from here, goes back there, and into the carburetor. The other side, you get intake from here, goes like that, into this hole right here. And after this hole, it goes down here into this box. This is your oil cooler, yes. Right? Oil cooler. So cold air comes through here into this box to the oil cooler, and then exhaust out the back. Cool. Things to take into consideration. Right here, this is your pressure pump. Duchesses don't have vacuums, they have pressure pumps. This blows air out into the system. The only difference between this pressure pump and a vacuum pump from a Piper or Cessna is the position of this intake or this hose right here. If you want to have vacuum, you just plug it in the other side. If you want to have pressure, you plug it into this side. One side blows air, the other one sucks air in. Okay? See this right here, this tube, this is the intake. This is where the air comes in, inside the pressure, and then out to the instrument panel over there, and then goes distributed. Right? This is your
instrument, right? The general coming?
No. This is your unfeathering accumulator. Unfeathering accumulator. This is what holds the oil with pressure to be able to unfeather the prop whenever you go to full feather position. This has nitrogen inside of it at 75 psi. 75 psi of nitrogen is inside of this accumulator. Once the engine is running, the pressure from the engine oil goes in here and holds and remains here. Once you close the propeller lever all the way to idle, it traps the amount of pressure that you had in here, and it saves it until you unfeather all the way forward, right? That's why you only have one shot, because the pressure for this cylinder comes directly from the pressure the engine is generating. If the engine stops, it's not running, then you have no pressure. Make sense? If the engine is running, then you have pressure to fill up the accumulator. That's when you only got one shot with this thing. Right? Right. I have a couple of relays here, electric relays. And your white thing right here is your filter, your oil filter. Then you have back here magnetos. Right, all the way back here are my magnetos. It's a dual magneto core, which we have two magnetos in one case. And then right down here, beam, this black thing over here. I don't know if you can see it. Right underneath that thing. Boom, right here. Right, this is the star of the show. That's the prop governor. Prop governor. That's prop governor, right? The prop governor is in charge of regulating the pitch angle of the blades in front of the engine. So when they ask you where the prop gunner is, it's right back there. This right here, this box, this is your carburetor. This is where the carburetor is located, right? This is all the carburetor thing is located right here. This is your cabin heat. From this side, you will take the hot air, which is not connected at this point. It comes down from here. Unfiltered hot air from here all the way into this side, and that's your carb heat. From the other side is the cold air intake, or the normal air intake, right? Cool beans. What else do we see from the other side? Let's go to the other side. You have your air intake. You go in there to the intake, like the carburetor again. Magnetos are more easy to find here. You just follow this cable right here, and this is all your magnetos right here. Okay. On the bottom, right down here, you have your mechanical fuel pump, just like the one we saw in the Cessna. Mechanical fuel pump, and this is pretty much your throttle control. Oh no, this is your carb heat control, I think. I'm not sure about that one. And no, yeah, it's throttle control. Throttle. This is your throttles, because right here, you see this little switch right here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that triggers the gear warning horn. That triggers the gear warning horn. If you put the throttle all the way to idle, right, you can tell because the switch opens up and then the warning horn starts to go on. That's the gear warning horn. This is the exhaust, the oil exhaust and all that for the pressure of the engine. And then you got your cables, your spark plugs, primer lines. That's basically it. Nice overhaul engine. Right, one more thing. Where is the electric fuel pump? You can see from here the pressure pump as well. You can see the oil filter as well. You can see magnetos in here, the governor head. You can see where's the fuel pressure, or the fuel pump, the electric fuel pump. We're missing that. We know the mechanical fuel pump is in there. What's the electrical?
This is somewhere behind it.
Right there, that cylinder. That cylinder right there. Yes, that one with the little, that one right there.
Okay.
That's your electric fuel pump.
The one with the red rectangle on it,
Yeah,
right?
that's the one with the red markings on it.
Okay.
That's your fuel pump, electric fuel pump. Okay? Cool beans. What else do we need to see from this bad boy, engine-wise?